This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Thursday, September 12th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. Indianapolis-based Eli Lilly and Company this morning announced $1.8 billion in investments in two of its manufacturing facilities in Ireland. The pharmaceutical giant said $1 billion will go to its Limerick facility to increase production of biologic active ingredients, including those for its recently approved treatment for early symptomatic Alzheimer's disease. The company will also add 150 jobs at the facility, which is currently under construction, with production slated to begin in 2026. The remainder of the investment will go to Lilly's Kinsale facility, which began making medicines last year to meet demand for the company's latest diabetes and obesity treatments. A St. Louis jury has ruled that Lafayette-based trailer manufacturing company Wabash must pay $462 million to the families of two men killed in a 2019 crash. Court documents show the vehicle collided with the back of a trailer made by Wabash and went underneath it after the trailer's rear impact guard failed. The company said it is evaluating all legal options in response to the verdict. Nearly 4 years after launching out of venture studio High Alpha, Indianapolis-based Shaker has been acquired by AccountTech, a real estate accounting software company in Boston. Financial terms of the deal are not being disclosed, though Shaker will continue to operate in Indianapolis. Shaker, which launched in November 2020, has developed a transaction management platform for real estate agents and teams to highlight their work for sellers and buyers. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, one goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
She's been on national TV, written multiple books, and hosts the Seeking a Scientist podcast. Now, Kate Bieberdorf has a new role. Widely known as Kate the Chemist, she is the University of Notre Dame's first professor for the public understanding of science. She told Inside Indiana Business the university is building a studio lab to help showcase Notre Dame scientists and their work.
And so we're going to get the scientists into this lab. I'm going to teach them how to present their science in a good way. And we are going to just be shouting from the rooftops about this amazing science, but it will be shot well, it'll be edited well, and it will be in manageable chunks that everyone from a boomer all the way down to Gen Alpha will want to ingest. I hate to say it, but I'm going to take the Gen Z approach. It's social media, it's YouTube, it's getting a camera on these people and then helping them translate the science. When they go into the jargon, I can be next to them and be like, okay, hold on, let's translate what you just said. I want to give the gift of science to the community. We're going to start local here in South Bend, then we're going to take over Indiana, and by the end of my 5-year stint here, which I hope it's longer, but the contract's 5 years, but at the end of 5 years, we're going to take over this entire planet.
Part of that goal, she said, is to take her work to some of Notre Dame's international campuses. A plan to build a data center campus in Merrillville that could result in up to $900 million in investment has cleared 2 key hurdles. The town said this week that the newly formed Data Center Citizen Advisory Committee has endorsed the plan from Caris Critical. The company aims to build as many as 9 $100 million buildings on 180 acres of land. Caris Critical was also seeking a zoning change for the site to support the development, which the town council approved during its meeting on Tuesday. Plan Commission member Brian Daring said the project could generate $1 million in annual property tax revenue per building and have a minimal impact on town services. A potential timeline for construction was not given. Rohrman Automotive Group CEO Ryan Rohrman is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.